Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes,
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 Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So, yeah, we are doing prayers of Queen Kunti. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 8. Okay. Yesterday, we read till verse 25. So, these prayers, they start from verse 18. The first two verses, they talk about, yeah, the glory of Krishna and how although he is present everywhere, he can be perceived in everything. And at the same time, he is a person as well. But yet, for those who want to live in forgetfulness of him, he has given them ample opportunity. He covers their vision with what is called Maya. And then yeah, in verse 20, she talks about how difficult it is to know Krishna. In verse 21, she talks about, she's addressing Krishna by various names in connection with his devotees. As we discussed, Krishna likes it when we address him in connection with his devotees, like Radhanath or Yashodanandan. hmm. So many names he has in connection with his devotees. Parthasarthi. Okay. And then in verse 22, she is describing the beauty of Krishna. Actually, Krishna is the most beautiful. Hmm. Nobody can be more beautiful than Krishna, than God. In this world, the beauty of any living entity is very fleeting. Hmm. Even if, say, some young man or a young woman may be very beautiful in youth, but with time, they lose their beauty. The body starts getting wrinkles and so on. And for the sake of example, let's say even if somebody's beauty lasts for many, many decades, still, uh, for another person who is the beneficiary of that beauty, hmm, uh, that person starts finding it boring eventually. So, but Krishna's beauty is ever fresh. And never does Krishna's beauty, his dealings with Krishna, never do they become boring. Hmm. He's just so charming. Okay. And then, yeah, in text 23, Mother Kunti talks about how Krishna has released even his own parents, Devki and Vasudev, from so many dangers. And she even starts speaking about how Krishna has released her and her family from so many dangers. And in text 24, she talks about all the various kinds of dangers that Mother Kunti herself and all her children, her grandchildren, all of them, they have gone through. And now, uh, yeah, the embryo who was within the womb of Uttara, he is the grandson of Arjun. So for Mother Kunti, he is the great grandson. So, Mother Kunti is seeing all this. She's seeing Krishna's hand of protection in everything, literally. Even before meeting Krishna, the very first time Mother Kunti and the Pandavas they met Krishna was when during Draupadi Swayamvar. That was their very first meeting with Krishna. Now, all these dangers mentioned here, poisoned cake, the great fire in the house made of inflammable material, then cannibals like Hidimb and Bakasur, all these dangers had occurred before they had met Krishna. But still, Mother Kunti is giving the credit of all of this to Krishna. Hmm? So, the ultimate credit for everything we get in life goes to Krishna. Hmm? I heard this amazing statement. This is Srila Prabhupada teaches this to us in his purports. Uh, that our source of income is not our source of maintenance. Hmm? So it's not that our bosses and so on, it's not they who are maintaining us. Hmm? It's Krishna who is maintaining all living entities. Hmm? So in everything, even in the care that our parents have given us. Somebody whose eyes are spiritually open can see that, oh, ultimately it is Krishna who is caring for me through my parents. And of course, we do give the credit that is due to our parents or whichever other living entities who are uh, protecting us, maintaining us, helping us. But ultimately, we see the hand of Krishna in it. Hmm. So, yes, Mother Kunti is showing us this. When we will discuss this verse in detail, we will dive deeper into it. And yeah, she's talking about all the various other kinds of dangers. And now, this verse 25 is just mind blowing. She says, I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again so that we could see you again and again. Hmm? For seeing you means that we will no longer have to see repeated births and deaths. Hmm? So, this verse, what a revolutionary consciousness it is revealing to us. Hmm? That this verse reveals the heart of Kunti Devi, that a great devotee like her and like her sons, the Pandavas, they consider Krishna their real wealth, and nothing else. Very often, in the process of earning money, doing jobs, and so on, we end up valuing the material wealth, our bank balance in terms of dollars and rupees. We end up giving so much value to it. Hmm? We pretty much it consumes all our consciousness throughout the day. Hmm? So, uh, but an intelligent person who, a spiritually progressive person, reminds himself or herself every single day, hmm, that our real wealth is our connection with God. Our real wealth is Krishna. Hmm? So many Vaishnav songs reveal this theme that, like, for example, there's one song we often sing, I and my wife, and even in our temples we sing so often this song, Dhanamora Nityananda. It begins like this. So, our real wealth is Lord Krishna, Lord Balram, Srimati Radharani, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityanand Prabhu, who are incarnations of Krishna Balram. So, Mother Kunti is revealing this consciousness that it's not this the stability and steadiness of this world that is dear to her, but Krishna's association is dear to her. It is with this same consciousness that Arjun chose Krishna over the Narayani Sena. Before the battle began, both Arjun and Duryodhan had gone to Krishna to seek help in Dwarka. So Krishna offered them two options. That on one side, I will give my entire army, and on the other side, I'll just be there to support. I'll not even lift my weapons. Hmm? And Arjun chose Krishna. Now, interestingly, many people think that Arjun chose Krishna because Arjun knew that wherever there is Krishna, there will be victory. Yes, this reason is also correct, but it really doesn't fully give us a glimpse into the glorious thought process of Arjun. Arjun's thought process was based on a very pure devotional intent. For Arjun, victory without Krishna is not of any value. But defeat with Krishna is, is what he will run after. Yes, with Krishna by my side, even if I am defeated, even if we lose the kingdom, lose the battle, that's totally okay. We want Krishna. So Arjun shows through his consciousness that he values Krishna more than anything else, more than just victory in the battle. Hmm? And same consciousness, Mother Kunti is revealing to us that Krishna is dearer than anything else. Hmm? Many times, for the sake of stability in this world or to get more and more wealth, we end up sacrificing our spiritual side, our connection with God. Hmm? Uh, but here, Mother Kunti is revealing that yes, we can definitely fight a battle the way Arjun fought. We can definitely earn wealth also. Nothing wrong in it. But let us see Krishna as the topmost goal, Krishna as the real wealth. And then, yes, we can certainly earn wealth in this world. We can certainly aim for increasing our bank balance. And of course, because with money, we can also render a lot of good service to Krishna by building temples and so on. But in the process of doing all this, the fact that Krishna is the real wealth should not be forgotten. And that's what Mother Kunti is revealing. What a revolutionary consciousness. Okay. I'm so sorry, dear devotees. I tend to get carried away. Uh, Even though I make a resolve to not go too deep right now, this is just an overview session. We are trying to cover all the verses first. Hmm. Okay, but each of these verses are just such deep gems. So, yeah, sometimes it's difficult not to dive into them. Okay. Now, could someone, yesterday Praveen Prabhu was reading verses. Could somebody volunteer to read some of the next few verses? Let's read the next 5 verses. Would anybody like to volunteer?
Yeah, I will go ahead.
Sure, Jagannathan Prabhu, please.
My lord, your lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material process, on the progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty cannot approach you with sincere feeling.
Okay, one quick pause here, Prabhu. Sorry. So this is also another extremely important verse. Uh, if it is ideal to memorize all these verses from verse 18 to verse 45, but even within these, if somebody has to choose some verses, somebody who is really not that good at memorization, in ISKCON we also recommend memorizing some verses. Yeah, it really helps them. These verses, they become our deep friends, and they can become very beautiful reminders in various life situations that we go through. Hmm? So even if not all the verses from 18 to 45, if we have to pick a few, then 25 is one of them. 26 is also one of them. So in verse 26, Mother Kunti is sharing, she is revealing this truth about how there are these four things that cause intoxication in us. Intoxication, what sort of intoxication? Not that intoxication with alcohol, but intoxication of attitude. Hmm? And what are they? Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribhir Edamana Madah Puman. Hmm? Madah, yeah, Madah, actually, Mother Kunti is herself saying intoxication. So, what are the four things that cause this intoxication or the pride? Hmm? Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shribhe. Hmm? So, Janma, birth in a very good family. Have you ever seen anybody boastfully saying, "अरे पता है हम किस खानदान से है?" I've seen it in Hindi movies when I used to watch them before I came to ISKCON. People boasting about their parentage, about their birth in a very prestigious family. So, birth is one thing that can cause intoxication. Hmm? Somebody born in some minister's or MLA's family, look at the pride they walk around with. Hmm? They offend so many living entities. They act like they are the chosen ones and so on. They are very unfortunate actually. Living entities who walk with this kind of pride, uh, they literally, Mother Kunti is showing pity towards such living entities. She says, Mother Kunti is saying that such people cannot approach you, oh Lord. Hmm? You remain far away from them. Hmm? And then, what is another intoxicating factor? Aishwarya, opulence or wealth. Hmm? Somebody who has a lot of wealth, they can get intoxicated with it. But it's not necessary. Those who are pure devotees in the past, they show by their own example that no matter how much wealth Krishna gave them, because they considered Krishna as the highest wealth, that wealth, the material wealth they got in their lives never intoxicated them. Hmm? We have examples of many pure devotees. When we hear about them, even in our lives, even if we become multi-millionaires or even billionaire, we will not be proud. We will not be touched by pride. Even within ISKCON, we have a handful of billionaire devotees also in ISKCON. Hmm? There might be just 4 or 5 such devotees. Uh, Definitely less than 10. But it is seen how the humility with which they live, it's really impressive, very impressive, because they see Krishna as their highest wealth. Hmm? Okay, then education. Education can cause so much pride. Somebody who is very learned, they can be proud. And yeah, in our pride, if we think we are better than our guru, sometimes, yeah, I have heard in a few lectures that, uh, yeah, in ISKCON we have many Westerner devotees, and some of them are gurus also, initiating gurus, and they are very exalted devotees. Now, they may not be good in Sanskrit pronunciation, so they may not pronounce Sanskrit verses as nicely as some Indian devotees may be able to do. Now, uh, in many lectures, I have heard this piece of wisdom that if we see some senior devotee who is exalted, if he is unable to pronounce some Sanskrit verse properly, don't think that you are better than that devotee because you can pronounce nicely. Hmm? And yeah, I found it such a uh, uplifting piece of wisdom because pride is very subtle. It can creep in very subtly. Hmm? When some devotee is giving lecture, if he is unable to quote a verse properly, but if one of the students sitting in the audiences, if he is able to remember it properly, sometimes it happens with me. If I am attending a lecture and the speaker is struggling to remember the verse, but somehow I happen to know the verse, I I can literally see that, oh, I am vulnerable to pride here. Let me not think myself better than this devotee. And I immediately bow down my head to that devotee, hmm, to drive away that possibility of pride entering my mind. So, yes, pride over education, it is very dangerous. Okay, and then pride over physical beauty. Huh? Yeah, beautiful people also carry some pride. Okay, so yeah, these things they intoxicate a person. But Mother Kunti is saying that, my dear Lord, those who are impoverished of these things, they are qualified to approach you. Now, what does it mean? Those who are, okay, yeah, those who are materially exhausted means those who either do not have these things or those who have these things but they don't value them as much as they value Krishna. Hmm? Such people are qualified to approach Krishna. They can approach Krishna with devotion. Hmm? And the Pandavas are such devotees. Materially, they were very qualified in every way. Hmm? A high birth, high opulence. After they won the battle for Kurukshetra, they were the unrivaled rulers of vast sections of earth. Hmm? And education and even physical beauty. The Pandavas had all of this, but they were not intoxicated by it. Hmm? And neither was their mother, Kunti. Hmm? Okay, so now somebody may be a pauper on the street, but if he or she is hankering for all these things, and even if they get a little bit of this, they become proud about it. Like sometimes it is said, no, a beggar is proud of his penny. One beggar who goes to another beggar and shows off, hey, see, I got more than you. Even though he may not have wealth, but it shows his attachment to wealth. So that means, so it's not necessary that not having these things is spiritually advantageous. Hmm? It is attachment to these things that is spiritually disadvantageous. And non attachment to these things is what is spiritually advantageous. Hmm? So whether we have them or not, it's okay. We are not being told by the scriptures that, hey, don't have these things, okay? If you are born beautiful, make yourself ugly. No, scriptures are not saying that. Scriptures are not saying if you are born with wealth or if you somehow earn wealth, just throw it away in the ocean and become poor. Only then you can approach God. No, that's not what scriptures are saying. Scriptures are talking about non attachment to these things and placing all our attachment on Krishna. Okay, now let's move on. Let's just read. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 27 to 30. Jagannathan Prabhu, if you can continue reading.
Yeah, my obeisances are unto you, who are the property of the materially improve, impoverished. Sorry, you have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material mode of nature. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists. My lord, I wish, my lord, I consider your lordship to be eternal time, the supreme controller, without beginning and end, the all pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The uh, dissension between living beings are due to social intercourse. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. Okay. Of course, it is bewildering, O soul of the universe, that you work, though you are inactive, and that you take birth, though you are the vital force of the unborn. You yourself descend amongst animals, men, sages, and aquatics. Verily, this is bewildering.
Yeah, thank you, Jagannathan Prabhu. Okay. Uh, okay, I think we are out of time now. Since we want to continue these sessions and sustain them, going beyond time wouldn't be advisable. So, okay, we will pause here. These prayers are so deep and wonderful that even in an overview, we did end up going deep into some of the verses. Okay, so we will pause here. I would highly recommend everyone to, yeah, read through the translations of these prayers every day for this Purushottam month from text 18 to text 45. Hmm. Okay, and I will also share with you one link where, let me in fact navigate to that. Okay, yes. So I will share with you a link. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, he is a very scholarly devotee. He has pretty much recited all the important verses of Bhagavatam. Okay, yeah, prayers of Srimad Bhagavatam and prayers of Queen Kunti. Yeah, Queen Kunti. Okay, I'll share this link with you. Let me check which of the tunes.
Prayers of Queen Nathena Muhurvipadganat Vishanmahagneः पुरुषाददर्शनात् असत्सभाया वनवासकृच्छ्रितः मृधे मृधेनेकमहारथास्त्रतो द्रौण्यस्त्रतश्चास्म हरेभिरक्षताः विपदः सन्तु तश्शश्वत् तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरो भवतो दर्शनं यत् स्यात् अपुनर्भवदर्शनम्.
Yeah, I'll share this link with you. Please listen to this every day. These are in Sanskrit. Okay, and besides that, please read through the translations also every single day. By repeatedly doing it, we can deeply absorb these prayers and yeah, start appreciating them. And then in our daily satsang, online satsang, this Purushottam month, we will anyways be diving deeper into them. Okay, so I'm going to share this link with you in the WhatsApp groups. Okay, I'll share it after we end this session. Okay, we will end here just to respect the ending time. Yesterday I went over time. I apologize for that. Okay, we will. Anybody would like to share any reflections, what you learned from today, any take-home message, anything that stuck with you, anything that resonated with you? Please feel free to go ahead and share that. Rachna Mataji, you want to go first? Yesterday you didn't get a chance. Please feel free to go ahead first today.
Thank you, Proji. Actually, this is my personal favorite Kunti Maharani prayers. So, yeah, when you talk about it in detail, it really gives meaning to it. So, thank you first of all starting for this session, and yeah, love to have this continuing for another days. And so, yeah, I was doing it alone, but when you do it and when you share those insights, it's really wonderful. So, thank you, Proji. I'm not as qualified. I mean, I'm not qualified like you all. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, qualification doesn't matter here. Devotion is what Krishna sees. Thank you for sharing that reflection. Okay, maybe should I call out names the way I see them in order? Somebody with a WhatsApp number or just a phone number 401 834 9616. Do you want to share your reflections from today? What you learned, what resonated with you?
Prabhuji, I will have to skip that today.
Okay, no worries. Hare Krishna. Next, Brinda Mataji, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. This is my first session, so I'm very new to listening to the Maharani's prayers. So I'm looking forward to learn more in the coming sessions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Okay, next, iPhone, whoever that is, would you like to go next? Okay, if not, Jagannathan Prabhu, Pavitra Mataji.
So one thing that you told happened to me also. There was some talk by somebody that was going on where their pronunciation was different. And my immediate thought was, oh, I pronounce better. But then I told, I am here to learn from them, not to compete with them or compare with them. So that was one thing that struck me, like resonated with me today.
Thank you.
And it's a process, I think, like you said, it keeps happening. You have to keep, remembering to turn it off.
Right. Yeah. And Krishna is pleased by our effort in not letting pride creep in. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Next, Piali ji, do you want to go ahead and share your reflection from today? Okay, if not, Praveen Prabhu, do you want to go next?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for sharing. I'm talking about the same thing that Pavitra Mataji just talked about. That is what is also resonated with me. So thanks for sharing, those practical, thoughts, kind of practical application to, these verses that you are explaining. So please do more of that. I think that really resonates with the people in how we can actually directly apply it in our lives. And relation to that, I also wanted to share, back when I was a student in Michigan, I went to a lecture in ISKCON temple there, and same thing happened to me that, they pronounced something really bad, like the whole verse, and I was like, they are not even able to pronounce this properly. Like, what will they teach me? And then I kind of stayed away from those lectures. So I feel like now it's like, Krishna sent me. I was saying, you're not mature enough to be Krishna conscious yet. Come back with better attitude. I I feel like I probably wasted so many. I could have gotten associated long time ago, but maybe I wasted so many years being, unknowingly proud of myself and things like that. So that is always stuck in my head. So every time I go to a lecture now, I'm like really, really mindful and conscious that shouldn't happen to me. I shouldn't even think about that at all. So I keep remembering my experience and how many years I wasted because of that, because I stayed away from future lectures from that person in Michigan because he was a white for American, and they wouldn't pronounce Sanskrit verses properly. So thank you for sharing your experience as well.
Thank you, Prabhu, for that honest confession. Yeah, that's the nature of pride. I'm not specifically talking about your case. In general, when there is pride in us, we start thinking we don't need Krishna's mercy, we don't need devotees' mercy. We think we are self sufficient. Even in spirituality, that pride can come. Mm. Yeah. In fact, that same kind of thought process of pride was going to stop me from coming to ISKCON. But somehow, uh, I had decided when in my first year, when I first came in touch with ISKCON devotees, when I was doing bachelor's in 2009, um, yeah, devotees were calling me for some sessions. I saw the topics, importance of Vedas and does God exist. I thought, hey, I know all these topics. But somehow, fortunately, Krishna pulled me that the day these sessions were starting, usually the session timings were clashing with my usual dinner time. But somehow I ended up having early dinner that day. I had skipped the previous meal. And yeah, somehow I attended the first session and I felt grateful that, oh, I was so foolish. I was going to miss these. I was proudly thinking that I know all this. Because when I heard from that devotee, I was so impressed by his humility, his good behavior. Then I realized, yeah, devotees association is very important. Even if we know some things, Krishna consciousness is not about knowledge. It is not about information. Uh, the fact that one water molecule is made of H2O, that is a piece of information. It is boring. We cannot repeat it again and again. If we are reminded, hey, every morning, if somebody comes and remind us, hey, do you know water molecules are made of H2O? We'll say, hey, enough, yaar. Enough, Baba. I don't want to hear this again and again. Because it's a piece of information. But Krishna consciousness, Krishna's glory, Krishna's sweetness, it's not a piece of information. When we chant Hare Krishna again and again, we are establishing Krishna in our hearts again and again. Hmm? So when we hear, even if we hear the same Leela of Krishna or Lord Ram or Lord Chaitanya again and again, we are establishing the Lord's glory in our heart again and again. And Krishna consciousness is about reminding ourselves again and again about God. It is about connecting with God again and again. Just like with our parents, do we say, is it enough to just say, I love you one time to our parents or to our partner or to our children? Is it enough to say one time, I love you and then done? Okay, fine. I told you I love you, right? And then no more connection. That's absurd, right? Even in a human connection, we again and again we express our love repeatedly. So why not with God? Hmm? So yes, Krishna consciousness is not some piece of information. Okay, fine. Sometimes, yeah, even this attitude makes us go away from Krishna consciousness. That array, I heard it. No, now what? It all sounds the same. Same Bhagavad Gita verses, same facts being repeated again and again. Oh, come on, I know it now. This attitude also pulls us away. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for sharing your uh, story, Praveen Prabhu. Yeah, it's nice to discuss these thought processes that can block us from approaching God. Hmm. Okay. Next, who else? Rachna Mataji has already shared. Ramakrishna Prabhu, you want to go next?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this session. We really heartfully enjoying the session, Prabhuji. So yeah, we also had the same kind of situation, Prabhuji, like how pride will, I mean, disturb our. So what Jagannathan Prabhu and Praveen Prabhu you mentioned, right? So we are also had the same kind of. I also had a same kind of situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you for uh, your honest confession as well. Okay. Ranga Mataji, or if Satyabhama, whoever it is, you want to go next?
Krishna Prabhu. Today Satyam had a class, so I joined and I relished this class so much. Thank you
Oh,
for
my,
conducting so wonderfully, Prabhuji.
oh,
Because how many ever times we read and hear, the more we increase the frequency, the more it would help us to sink it in devotees association. So it's very important that not just read ourselves, but as a group like this, if we are reading and hearing, the probability of going in is more, when we are sharing like this. So thank you for conducting. And in one of the parts that you were reading today, in another session, I was hearing Pranagopi Mataji was sharing that His Holiness Kadamba Karana Swami Maharaj was expressing in one of his lectures that somebody asked, have you seen God? And Maharaj was explaining, I don't know I've seen God, but I can say that I will always see his hands in my life in various events. So in that way, it's not something that we see God through our mundane eyes, but seeing God means hearing about him, knowing about him, realizing about him through such acharyas and pure devotees like Kunti Maharani and in the devotees association, so that we are also, we also get to experience that nectar, maybe a small iota at least through such readings and hearings. So when Kunti Maharani prays, one of the part you were explaining about seeing her, she was expressing seeing his hand, right? So it immediately reminded about that part. So thank you for giving this opportunity for all of us to together, hear and get immersed in Shastra by Srila Prabhupada. Mercy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. I'm sure you and Chaitanya Ras Prabhu have much deeper realizations. So it's inspiring to see you still attending.
It's all nectar,
Okay.
Prabhuji. The more we get immersed, the more we together, hear and read. Hope we all can absorb us in that mood so that we can improve further. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Next, now Vrushita Mataji, do you want to go next and share your reflections? Anything from today that resonated with you? Okay. Anybody else who hasn't yet shared? Piali Mataji or iPhone, if you want to go ahead. Okay. No worries. Then we can uh, pause here for today. Thank you so much. please listen to those prayers being beautifully recited by Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. I will share that link with you. Yeah, in this holy month of Purushottam month, why not take up one small austerity by giving up, by refraining from worldly songs, if at all somebody listens to them, and yeah, instead listen to such devotional music, devotional songs, prayers. And there is such sweet melody even in these prayers and songs. Okay, I'll share that link. Please listen to it morning and evening as many times as you like while you're working or while you're cooking. And also, once a day, please try to just read the translations from verse 18 to verse 45. Okay, thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.